Hey everybody, I am standing in front of my closet. If you are familiar with my channel, we've been here many times. We are actually in the middle of a series right now where I'm transitioning my closet from summer to fall. So far we have gone through and we've switched out the clothing. I've pulled everything down from my bins and I have them hanging nicely here. I also sat down with you and I went through my Pinterest board and showed you the things that were inspiring me for this season and the pieces that I hope to still add. The part that remains to be done is the bottom of the closet. We have not ventured here together, and I just figured if I'm going to work on it today, I might as well just go through it with you because there's probably somebody who is dealing with the same issue. So what I'm going to do is take you along with me, and as I'm going through things, I'm going to talk with you about my specific struggles with this area, my specific struggles with a somewhat small house in general, and it is my hope that we are going to make some progress today. So let's hop in and do this together. All right, so to start out with, I moved all of the shoes from the bottom of my closet to the side so that I could really get into these drawers. I put this 3-drawer Sterilite system in here when we first moved, and it's sort of just been here as a placeholder. I knew this time was coming and it really just has to be done. I don't know what's going to happen when I start going through these things. I think probably what will happen is I will have a few moments that are really sweet and that I really remember and the things that I want to hold on to. And then I think I will have a lot of moments that I don't even know what this is. You know, there's a lot that comes in, and I think there's going to be a lot of it that I don't care about keeping. And then I do think the pieces that jump out at me and make me go, oh, I don't want to let that go, those are the ones to keep. So I really do think it's pretty simple. It's just not something that I have done for a long time. So it needs some addressing. So as I'm going through, I'm really asking myself tough questions. Like, for example, I'm looking at these photos. These are mostly 5x7s, and I don't have any frames I want to put these in, and I don't have any albums I want to put them in. So I'm really just not going to use them, and I have the digital copies of these photos. So the actual physical copies I can let go. A lot of things I'm going through are kids' crafts. That's the main content in this drawer. And anything like what you're seeing here that's just, it doesn't really mean a lot to me. I don't know when this was made. I don't know which child made it. I'm letting those things go. However, I did find if anything had their handwriting on it and was really sweet, like this little piece, or it just meant something to me, then I was going to hang on to it. Some things I came across like this, the life cycle of eggs and hens, and it's adorable, but I don't know why I kept it because it doesn't really mean anything to me. Again, anything with their handwriting, especially something personalized like this, I definitely kept. Another category of things that I kept was anything that had their handprints on them. This meant so much more to me than cookie cutter crafts or coloring sheets because it's them and it marks a time in history. So I'm going through and showing you some of the ones that were a little more special. This is something that I've done before, but I've not really done it to this magnitude. So it took me a while to do this, to just go through each of these items one at a time and separate out cards and crafts. But gradually I found my rhythm. I found this adorable salt dough ornament. But I made this salt dough recipe and it didn't do great, so I'm actually not sure which child's foot that is. All right, so I am mostly finished. I'm going to show you what the floor looks like currently. I feel such a relief. It was actually really enjoyable to go through. I didn't feel any guilt for the things that I'm letting go of, and I feel really good about the things that I'm keeping. So let me show you. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe all of this stuff. So if you had to guess, would you guess that this pile is the stuff to keep and that this pile is the stuff to throw away, or that this is the stuff to keep, not including this is the stuff to keep, and this is the stuff to throw away. So this is all I'm keeping as far as the kids' things. This is a pile of maybe things, and those are more like office and school things that are going to be gone through at a later time. But this huge pile is crafts that I don't really feel a need to keep. Crafts that I couldn't even tell what child did them. It's extra Christmas cards that we ordered, but we have duplicates of them, so I don't really need them anymore. There's just so much here that I really don't feel an attachment to. And then when it comes to cards, what I realized was that it really is important for me to keep cards that say something, that are personalized, that kind of mark a time in history. So I've made a separate stack for everybody's cards, and then for Christmas cards, whether they were ours or whether they were family or friends, that's close enough that I want to keep them. And then this is just a lot of miscellaneous things that belong to me that are important that I want to keep. Man, I just cannot tell you what a relief it is. So I'm going to scoop all of this stuff up. I'm going to go throw it in the trash. And then I am going to purchase some of those plastic file bins. I don't want this big drawer system in here anymore. I don't need it. I think I can do those bins and have one for Abram, one for Andy, and then maybe one for me. And I can just get this out of here and I can stack those in the corner of the closet. That's my hope. And I also found $70 in 2 different birthday cards that were to me, that were probably from a couple years ago, that I just forgot to take the money out. So that's a really nice surprise, is that I have some money that I get to use. So you just never know what you're going to find when you go through things. All right, so due to not having those file folder boxes, I am going to have to save the finished product for whenever I show you the full closet reveal. But I did want to share with you what I am using. So I actually purchased a $9 product. It's a PDF download. It's by Kitty Cotton. She actually is on Instagram and she has a YouTube channel here. But she had posted that she did this for her family and that she had some printables. So I'm just going to show you. I'm not sponsored in any way, but I got this download. After I purchased it, I got an email with everything about it. So it starts out and shows me exactly how she printed out the labels to go on the front of the folders. It has a spot for your child's photo and then information about them for that year. It also has tabs to go on the top of the folders so you can easily find what you're looking for. And then she also has ideas of things that you could include in each folder. Additionally, there is a happy birthday letter that you can print out every year and say a couple of things that we love about you and some favorite memories. The last thing, after it tells you how you can do it, is of course the printables to go on each of those folders that has the photo and the different about me things, and then it has the little tabs. So again, not sponsored in any way. I don't actually personally know Kitty, but I just follow her on Instagram and sometimes on YouTube, and I saw this and thought that it would be a good way to do it. Sometimes I get so caught up in wanting to do things the right way and wanting to do things a cost-effective way, in a way that will last, that I just stall out because of that decision fatigue and I don't do anything. So whenever I saw this, I thought, for $9, I'm just going to go ahead and purchase it. I can print these on my own and I'm really thinking I'm going to be happy with it. All right, you guys, well, that is it for this video. I cannot wait for you and for me to see the closet all finished. It has been a long time coming, that's for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be talking to you in the next one.